You'd be surprised about what people really truly fight over. It's truly stupid if you think about it. The amount of stupidity that happens in the world is truly awful. People fighting over toilet paper, gas. This is life. This is what we need to think about. This is not that serious. It's really not. We all have homes of heat. We've dealt with this before. It's like, oh, well, better be safe than sorry. You know what would be safe? If you didn't spend $1,000.
Well, boss, it snowed a little bit. You know, not that much.
Yeah, Chris, I'm gonna go ahead and stop you right there, because I'm pissed off. The freak you talking about, Chris? I done spent my entire last week's check buying freaking bread, water.
On supplies for a 1 or 2 day snowstorm. $1,000?
I got this.
30 seconds.
He needs some milk. I got
For like 1 or 2 people? That's crap, man. This whole snowstorm thing, yes, it's we don't deal with this kind of weather in Georgia. The weather's not really something that we deal with in Georgia. It's always hot here. And even over the last couple months, it's been hot. There's no snow, there's no sleet, there's no heavy rain. We haven't had bad weather here in a long time. It snowed last year for like a day, and then it went away. So we don't really deal with that crap. But people blow things out of proportion way too much, and they start fighting over shit. The news blows everything out of proportion, and they start fighting over shit, and it's just not worth it. It's really not. Like, I'm pretty sure you'll be okay without an extra roll of toilet paper. Oh, we don't have water. Melt the fucking snow. You have a lighter, melt the fucking snow. Are you serious? There's your water right there. Oh, it's toxic. Well, go boil it then. I was trying to go to work today. I live on a hill. I was trying to go to work. I have a motorcycle, as you know. I start my motorcycle. It's all icy. It's all icy. Everything's ice. It's all in ice. This is the bad boy I'm talking about right here. It was all covered in ice because it was so cold. The rain dropped, turning into snow and sleet, and therefore my icy bike got iced even more than it originally was. So I try to go to work, right? And it's all iced up. The brakes are all iced. The throttle's all iced. The gas tank is all iced. The speedometer is all iced. Everything's iced. So I'm like, all right, I'm still gonna go to work. So I try and like loosen the brakes, loosen the throttle, pull the clutch in, pull the brake, pull the handbrake, pull the foot brake, stuff like that. It's all iced. It's all iced. I'm like, alright, it'll break soon. Like that one time, Iron Man broke his, he pulled something on his leg to break the ice. That's basically what I did. So I was like, alright, I broke the ice. Now it's time for me to go out on the hill. The big hill. I'm the king of the hill, by the way. I'm at the highest point of the hill, which is pretty cool when you think about it. I'm the top 1%er of all of you, by the way. Start rolling down. I'm like, all right, let me start rolling down, because I'm no bitch. I'm gonna go to work. Like, I'll call out if I'm sick or not feeling up for the job, right? But I ain't no bitch. I want to go to work. So I start sliding down, and I'm like, okay, everything's great. And then I realize my brake doesn't work. So I'm like, alright, I'm fucked. So my bike literally, if I'm like this, my bike is perpendicular to me. And I'm like, or it's sliding. If the road is this way, my bike's this way now, and I'm sliding. And I'm like, so basically I just fucked myself. And I'm like, wait a minute. I've slid like this before last year, and I'm not gonna let this happen to me again. So I put both of my feet down, and I brace for impact. But of course, my legs are so powerful now from last year, right? I summoned the universe, and the universe was like, what do you want? And I was like, my legs are strong enough to handle this. And he's like, no, they're not. Well, you better fucking make them. And and basically he was like, all right, you know what? You want your legs to be strong enough? Done. It's a done deal. I stop on the hill. I'm still on the hill, right? I stop on the hill. And now my bike is perpendicular to the road. It's not aligned with the road, it's perpendicular to the road. So I'm like, oh shit. Now what? I'm like, you know what? Let me just turn back around. I'll walk to work. It's fine. I can't even get the bike up the hill. The universe took my power in my legs. So basically, I try and throttle the bike back up the hill, but of course, what happens when ice and water collide together? It becomes one slippery. And basically, I couldn't get up the hill. And every time I try to push it up the hill, I would start sliding down. So I was like, okay, can't do that. So basically, I spent the last like half an hour thinking, how can I get up the hill? I couldn't. So I parked my bike and I waited. I went down to this local trail and I sat there and I thought to myself, maybe I can get a ride. And this dude that lives in my neighborhood also works at the same place as me. So I said, okay, you know what? Let me go ask him for a ride. He's like, no, man, I called out. And I was like, you called out, you pussy? I was like, okay, cool. He's not a pussy, you know? If you want to call out, call out. That's cool. That's cool. He was like, yeah, the roads are really bad here, man. I'm not going. Plus, my car's all janked up. I'm like, that's cool, man. I understand. So I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm just going to go home. I got to call out, and I have to go home. So I see somebody walking. I push the bike. I'm finally like, I ain't no pussy, right? Or as I'm walking back, I'm like, I ain't no pussy. But as I'm walking back, these people come up to me while they're walking their dog, and their kid is like having a blast, best day of their life with snow day, right? It's more like sleet now, but they're like, oh, did you get your bike got stuck? I'm like, beautiful weather, huh? They're like, yeah. And then the girl's like, your bike get stuck? I was like, yeah. She was like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, y'all be safe. So I'm like, you know what? That made me angry because like she's like, yeah, your bike got stuck. Fuck you. And I'm thinking to myself, fuck. Well, how can I get it unstuck? I said, I ain't no fucking pussy. I don't care if I slip. So I turn the bike into the right side of just another road. I turn it and I get it onto a hill, and then I park it. And then as I walk back, lo and behold, there's somebody walking on the road. And that somebody is my brother. And at the time I don't know this. I'm like, this is just some random dude carrying rope. He probably saw me struggling and he's coming to help. So I'm like, okay. Not knowing he's my brother, I slowly approach him. And I'm like, oh shit, that's my brother. He looks so fucking different. But he's like, you need some help? And I'm like, yeah, man. I was like, let's just leave the bike here, man. And he was like, all right. And he was like, so you don't need help? I was like, nah. And then I changed my mind. I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's get this shit home. So I would say the hill's about, if this is the flat ground, that's the hill right there that we have to get up across. Or that we have to get across. So he has like 2 ropes. He's like, so what are we doing? I was like, you know what? Just get on the bike and I'll push, right? He's my little brother, but he's stronger than me. So I'm like, you know what? You're a pussy. Get on the bike. So I start pushing. And I can't stop. So I'm like, you know what? We'll both just push the bike. Lost of traction, man. So we were both pushing the bike up the hill, and it's no problem. Everything's great. Everything's great because we have 2 legs right here and 2 legs right there, and it's not gonna make us trip. and we have the bike that stabilizes us at the same time. We're stabilizing the bike's stabilizing us. We get up the hill, no problem. I get back inside, and his hoodie, my helmet, my hair, it's all covered in ice. It's like wet ice that froze on our hair, on our hoodie, on my motorcycle helmet. I'm like, it's still so stupid that we're still dealing with, in 2026, we're dealing with loss of traction, but we have the ability, we have virtual abilities that we cannot use in real life, which is crazy. Like our government cannot make like a pipe that heats up to supernova temperature to melt the ice. That's so dumb. I know that would cost billions of dollars, but I mean, what the fuck else are we using it on? Another country? Oh. But yeah, click like for that story and subscribe and comment if you guys tried to get to work but then realized that that was a big mistake and bailed at the last second and then called out. Oh yeah, I called them up and I was like, hey, can't make it into work unless y'all want me to walk. And they're like, yeah, alright, that's fine. I was like, alright, cool. That's cool. This is actually quite nice. The only problem that I faced that I could improve for next time with this whole ice storm is having traction on my fucking bike. The loss of traction is the big deal here. Like, I can keep myself warm. Look at me right now. I'm not even freezing. My hands are cold, but that's about it. It's just the traction. I always lose traction on the bike. And even like chains and stuff, sometimes that doesn't even work. That's so dumb. Alright guys, as always, have a blessed day. Peace.